Welcome to the new studio. Welcome to Sonic Sounds, everyone. And today I'm going to talk about a plugin that I just got. It's by LANDR, and it's changing the way I produce music. And I think it will change the way you produce music as well. So let's hop into Logic Pro and see what this plugin's all about. Okay, we have Logic Pro loaded up. I just loaded up LANDR plugin. It's the LANDR Sampler. It's already loading up some of the samples, so it's in the key of C. So it pretty much is going to time stretch everything that's going to be loaded into the key of C. So let's go ahead and audition just a few samples that it loaded up from my hard drive. Now you can see that it's a sample of one-shots and loops. Let's say you want to start with loops for some inspiration. Go to loop, tell it how long you want it. And then you can go to tonal or non-tonal. So I'm going to go to tonal loops. And let's see, I'm just going to go to my splice library. So I have a bunch of vocals and a bunch of other samples. So let's see what it came up with. And it's going to time and tempo stretch everything, as well as shift the key in the key of C. Now let's say I want a guitar loop. I'm just going to say guitar. So it's going to do a guitar loop that's tonal from splice, laid it across my keyboard. Okay, I like the sample. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lock the sample here, and you can hit regenerate and load samples again. It's going to keep doing that over and over. Okay, I also like this. Now, both of these are in key of C, but you can see if you click on it, originally this one was an F minor and this one was an F sharp minor. Now, LANDR, if you're listening, what I want to be able to do is this. If I drag it in, I want it to be in the key, which is C, as well as the tempo 83. Right now, what I'm having to do is record a MIDI and bounce it, and then make a new track or a new track alternative and work with those samples. So that's what I'm going to do for now. So I'm going to hit record and record that sample just in MIDI. So it can play and then I can bounce it. Now I can also drag it like this, but it's going to be in the original key. So let's listen to it. It's not going to be in the key and the tempo that I have my project in. Not working too great. I like what I did. So what I'm having to do is now bounce that if I'm going to be able to use that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new alternative. So I can save that. It's locked up. Now, this is pretty dope too. Let's say I like to keep that. Well, what I'm going to do is actually make a new instance because I want those set of samples to be loaded up in here. It's not going to remember that. So I'm going to go here, make a new one, go to advanced filter. I'm going to go to drums, one shot from splice. Obviously I have guitar here. That's not going to work. So I'm just going to do load samples, and it's going to find a bunch of samples for me. Now, those two locked ones from a different instance because I copied the MIDI are still in here, but let's listen to some of the samples. That kick has a lot of potential. So let's lock it. All right, this snare is not bad. I also like this. And what's cool is it's going to be in the key, so you can use this in the track too. Okay, this is the snare I'm going to use. So let's go ahead and start programming this. I'm just going to quantize and just play it throughout. So let's see. Let's say you realize the tempo is not that great. What you can always do is first, anything you have audio, hit Command F and just make it a elastic. I forgot what flex pitch. And then let's say I want to make it 93, right? All right, let's go ahead and hunt for a few more samples. But now again, because I can't just do that, I'm just going to do control bounce. And now I have my kick and snare printed. And then so I like this hi-hat, and all right, let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and quant. going to bounce that as well. So now we have a few audio tracks that we're working with. Now let's go, and for the fun of it, we're going to go ahead and load up a bass sound. Advanced filters, I'm just going to unlock everything. And I don't know if there's a way to just reset everything, but you can also do magic, and then it can normalize samples, key and time stretch everything. Just make sure everything is enabled. It's going to make your life easier. I'm going to go to bass one shot, tonal, load a sample, and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, it's muted. Oh, so anything that I'm playing with this lock on, anything I play gets locked. I like that. Okay, I like this sound. So now let's see, is it easy for me to, yeah, that's it. You just have to go to the key mode and that sample is laid on the key. That's pretty dope. Ooh. Let's go ahead and add that bass. All right, so now we have a bass sound. And mind you, to find my samples, I'm only using LANDR. Now I can always go ahead and find another sample. Let's say, oh, that's pretty nice too, actually. Let's record that. I'm going to bounce that because really LANDR just needs to come up with it where I can literally drag that and play with the audio. I don't want to deal with MIDI sometime. And now let's go ahead one more time into the drum one that we had. And I have everything I need, so I don't really need all those. But what I'm going to do is go to advanced filters, and I am going to reset parameters right here. We're going to do loop, and we're going to do perks. And we're going to say drum. I don't care where you take it from. So, boom, load samples. It's 37,000 samples that I have. So it's going to take some time for it to randomize it and pick it across the keyboard. It's not terrible, but I like that. I like this. Let's see how it's gonna sound in this track. It's like an Indian twang to this, right? So let's bounce that. I like that. Let's see how this sounds. So that was LANDR Sampler and how I have been using it and experimenting with it in Logic Pro X. Now, clearly, there are way too many features that I did not even touch. For example, slicing. If you're one of those producers who records samples, brings them in, you want to chop them up, you want to sequence them right into the plugin itself, you can do that. You can export it. You can add effects to it, but this is a good way to get started, especially if you're like me who has been collecting samples for over 20 years or so. You can see that I have over 100,000 samples and I don't even know what I have anymore. This is the type of plugin that's going to help you find some random plugins and sounds that might not be the top trending on Splice. You forgot about it, but it's going to be in your hard drive. And what's great is you can always lock them so you know which plugin pack it's from, where it's from. Make sure you have appropriate licenses. If you're interested in trying the plugin, I think it's free for 7 days. I'll leave a link in the description, and it's only 99 bucks. But honestly, I've used it in every single session after I purchased it, and I can't imagine my life without this plugin. So definitely go give it a try. Try it out, see if you like it. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll try to respond to them. Until then, keep making some dope music. I'll see you at the next one.